the functions and features of the 5-therapy classic Healthy Wave mat. And exactly as the name describes, there are 5 main therapies in the mat. The primary 2 being the infrared heat and the PEMF therapy, and the additional supporting therapies being the negative ions, red light therapy, and natural crystals it's made of. Infrared heat. The infrared heat is created by evenly distributed heating elements that then heat the crystals. Once the crystals are hot, they create that far infrared wavelength that provides a deep penetrating heat of up to 3 to 8 inches in the body. You can set the heat anywhere between 20 to 70 degrees Celsius, although the surface temperature will reach a maximum of about 55 degrees Celsius unless you are laying on it, which will help trap the heat in and give you a higher temperature. Before using your mat, you will want to preheat it, which typically takes between 15 and 20 minutes. We suggest placing a blanket evenly over it or having one of our covers on to help trap the heat in to heat it up faster. When setting your mat up to preheat, you can also set the timer in 1-hour increments between 1 and 12 hours. This will give it time to preheat and also allow you to keep the mat warm, whether you're planning on sleeping on it or just want to keep it heated up throughout the day. Generally, the higher the temperature, the shorter the time you should use the mat at once. For example, if you want a sauna session, you may just look at a session between 30 to 60 minutes using the sauna blanket or another cover to maximize the heat. Or if you're planning on sleeping on the mat overnight, you would want to use it on a lower temperature, such as 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. And remember to drink lots of water and stay hydrated during your mat session, as you may sweat a lot. For the best hydration to improve your detox, you should check out Sarah Alkaline Antioxidant Water to maximize your Healthy Wave mat experience. PEMF therapy. Our PEMF therapy, found in the classic 5-therapy Healthy Wave mat, is perfect for most people looking to get into PEMF therapy. The PEMF therapy found in our classic mat is more advanced than any of the other lookalike infrared PEMF mats and comparable to a lot of higher-end PEMF devices. Well, if you are looking for the more advanced PEMF therapy, our multi-wave PEMF therapy mat is an entire class of its own, which we'll cover in another video. The PEMF therapy feature allows you to set your desired frequency anywhere between 1 and 30 Hz for a total of 30 PEMF settings, all earth-based frequencies, with peak intensity on the surface of the mat at around 3 Gauss, making it a mid to low intensity mat. The PEMF field extends several feet above the mat as well, so it will engulf your entire body, as I will show in the testing later. When you turn on the PEMF therapy feature, it will go on for 20 minutes and then cycle off for 100 minutes before going back on again. This allows for individual PEMF therapy sessions, or if you receive several PEMF therapy sessions throughout the night if you're sleeping on the mat. With a combination of our low-level intensity and selection of earth-based frequencies, you can use the PEMF therapy feature multiple times per day safely. We do have a lot more detailed videos and informational pages about PEMF therapy on our website if you would like to learn more. Negative ions. The first supplementary therapy. Negative ions are found in every one of our Healthy Wave mats. Negative ions are the antioxidants of the air, and the 5-therapy classic Healthy Wave mats produce levels similar to found in nature, such as forests, hot springs, or near waterfalls. The negative ions are created when the crystals and negative ion layers in the mat are heated. This process creates the negative ions, so as long as you have the infrared heat function turned on, you'll be receiving those negative ions. The majority of our mats will produce 1500 plus negative ions per cubic centimeter and create a field of them throughout the entire area of the mat and above. While the Pro mats, like in front of me, will produce 3000 plus negative ions per cubic centimeter. Natural crystals. The second supplementary therapy is the natural crystals the mat is made of. Not only are these used to generate the infrared heat and the negative ions, but the crystals have their own unique vibrational frequencies, which can have their own beneficial effects. While the classic 5-therapy mat is primarily made of amethyst, you will also find jade and tourmaline in the mat as well. If you're looking for a wider variety of crystals, you may also want to check out our 5-therapy chakra PEMF mats, which are made of 7 different crystals that help align and balance your chakras. Red light therapy. The final therapy is the photon therapy or red light therapy, which is used to provide that extra ATP energy into your cells to enhance those synergistic effects. Since you're aligned directly on the lights, they don't need to be high powered like when using panels that are further away, nor do you need to wear protective eyewear. To answer a few common questions, our red light therapy is not designed to treat skin issues like a red light therapy panel is designed to. As our mats, you're only getting a series of individual contact points of red light therapy. This is to provide your cells with that extra ATP energy, which they use as fuel and energy. The second common question is if you can use the cover when using the red light therapy. Well, the red light therapy is most effective when directly on the skin, as it will be the highest power. You can put the thin cover on, or while wearing a thin white shirt to let some of the red light therapy through, and you will still get some effects, as we will demonstrate later in our testing. If you aren't interested in the red light therapy, we also do have a series of 4 therapy mats with all the same previous therapies and features I mentioned.